Hello and welcome back. Oh, the world load in first. Hello and welcome back to another episode. What are we on now? 4? Did I just break a torch? I feel like I break a torch. Nah, okay. Alright, right, let's figure out what we're doing for today. I feel like it's going to be some more base expansion, which means some more wood cutting. But we need to start doing something, compelling. Like, you guys have got to see some cool stuff. Otherwise, no one's going to watch this. Need to step it up a little, maybe actually do something, which I think is what, like, almost verbatim I said last episode, where I did like nothing the entire time. But oh Jesus, we have a lot of jungle wood. Okay, what are we doing? We're gonna have a plan. Let's get some wood and let's actually do something. Short of just building that base, I don't really know what I should be doing, so right, I need to refine this staircase a bit if I don't want to be slipping on and up and down that the entire time. There's some weird shadows. Yeah, I guess. Whatever. Right. This base is gonna need some texture, isn't it? Let's do some texture on this base. Let's do that first. Do we get a little texture montage? Yeah. Who knows? Alright, there's some texture. I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's good for now. Honestly, I'm probably gonna do some sort of like glass dome on the top of this, just because I kind of like the I like the look of that thing with the glass, I can say words, I promise. So yeah, we're gonna ignore that voice break like it never happened, and we're gonna carry on building. Not very. we're gonna store some things, right? So we're gonna do. We're gonna stop stumbling over words. We're just gonna build this so we can store some things. That there. That there. There you go. We can work on making that look prettier later, but that can start being a storage system. Let's go grab our chest and move that in here. Maybe light it up so it doesn't become like an active mob spawner. That'd be a good idea too. I suppose we're gonna need that many, but why not, right? Actually, let's take some of these with us too. Don't know if I've shown off this mod already, but picking up these chests and things can be very useful. Especially for like base building and exactly what I'm doing right now, moving things around. It's almost an essential, I'd say. Try and do most of it upstairs just because that place, this place looks nicer than others. Let's go. Hey, why not? Let's do corners of the room. And then we got to put somewhere for the bed. Let's get our torches on. There, 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 and there, and there, there, and there, and there, and there. Yes, light. And then let's do the old end frame stuff like they do in the Ender Dragon fight. Yeah. This is going to be so much of me just rambling. I didn't realize how difficult it is to like not even keep conversation with yourself. I think anyone truly appreciates like how difficult it is just to keep yourself entertained just from talking. Alright, so we've got the tree farm down there. We got this. This is a good start, I'd say. We can definitely work with this for the future, so let's get that sorted. Right. What are we going to do today? What have we got? There's some places that we have gone and haven't gone, but... Do you know what I think we really need? Which is not like a massive deal, but it's going to be another building montage. That's the problem. Matter of fact, what we're going to do first is I'm going to go and eat. But I feel like we need a mob spawner or something. Something like that would be good. So we need to probably use the jungle planks, to be honest. And I don't necessarily want to do it like close to here. So we'll go over there somewhere, maybe. Over by the parrot. We'll go build a little mob spawner there, maybe. Roundabout. Hopefully we can keep theme. That sort of theme looks quite cool. So see what we can do. But yeah. Let's go grab the stuff and do that. Okay, well, we came back to almost death, so that's a good start. So once we heal that up, let's pop a gapple, because I don't really find golden apples very useful for like gameplay in general. I feel like they kind of made redundant by the fact that you die before you get to use them. So, all right, we were gonna make a mob grinder. So, if I can remember how to do it, shouldn't be too difficult. Let's get a couple more buckets. Realistically, we're going to need like all of this. Alright, let's do this. Do we have any water going on anywhere else? I don't think we had any over here, did we? What else do we have? Life 1. Hold on. What is that about? Oh, Life 1. Yes, I forgot that I'm, planning on dying in this here. Well, not planning on it, but prepared for it. Let's call it that. Alright. Maybe we make the first one now when we attempt a stupid jump for no reason, right? Why not? Ooh, that was close. Need some water. Let's find some of that. Ooh, okay. Okay. Where is water? Hold on. There's gotta be water like in the caves and stuff. Instead of me sending myself like miles away. That's the one I just did. There you go. Is that? Hold on. No, anymore. I swear there's some water here somewhere. That's water. Yeah, sure, why not? There you go. Okay. I guess. That should do. Right, now we've got to try and figure out what design we're going to go for. How much? Hold on. Let me fix my recording. Because it's right in the way at the moment. There you go. We are... Okay, 12 minutes in. We've got a nice amount of time. Nice amount of time to do a massive mob grinder. I guess we'll swap the pickaxe out again now. I need some food, really, but let's have that for storage. That'll be useful. Don't need any of that as far as I can tell. I'll take the boat to get down off the top of it. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's a good amount of stuff. Right, let's find the place that we want to build this. So, base there. Didn't I say... I want to go there. Yep. Anything useful in here? No. Okay, cool. I guess I'm gonna need some food. have we got in the terms of food? Apples. Is that really the level we're at? Right, looks like we need a food farm as well after we do all this. Right. Let's go over here. No? Hold on. Where was it that I wanted to build through? Yeah, here. I thought that was up for some reason. Okay, how does this place deal with circles? It doesn't. Okay, that's fine. A square it will be. Do we do a jungle thing off of this? I'm just, you know, we've got oak so far everywhere. I guess there's some spruce on like the stairs and stuff. But not those ones. That one here. Maybe it won't look too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. Do I have magnets? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right, let's start. Let's start with building a nice little platform. So it is a 3x3 mob grinder, the one I've got in mind anyway. So 2, 3. I guess we will make it look more pretty later on. And then, so yeah, I guess this can almost serve as a tutorial as well, so maybe I won't actually skip this out. Doesn't mean this is probably going to be the bulk of the video, but hopefully you guys don't mind. Educational content, you know. Right, first off, let's put this barrel here, because we're not going to need half of this wood. At least for now. So, let's start. We get some jungle slabs. And you have to build up this core platform, I believe, like this. And then you put some slabs on top of it. Get some more. And then you want to build off. Yeah, because you're attacking them here. So this comes off. And it will actually be full block. Yes, because then what you want after... let's do a couple more. 6, that'll do. Yeah, okay, cool. So then you build off this, just like that. Let's also light up the sides of this, just so this doesn't become a spawn platform while we're busy. Okay, now we're going to wall off these two sides. Not for any massive reason, but just because we're only really going to want to attack from one side or the other. Then we can just catch all the mobs from here. Now, we're going to want to build up. So, I'm going to climb using a bucket because, well, duh. I believe off of this block we go up 22 blocks. I think 22 blocks, and then let me go check up on the video quickly. Let's see what the video says. Okay, as a matter of fact, it's actually 23 blocks off of this one. So we'll go up here from 22 from here. So we go, yeah, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 10, 15, 20, and that makes 22 with the 2 that we placed down there. So then we'll jump down. We can start building all of this up as one now. Actually, just for style, if I... nice that I built that bit there, but... this is where we use more than we were planning on, but you know what? Screw it. For style. So obviously, if you guys are building this, you can build up any sort of way you want to, but I kind of like this design, I think, so this is what I'm going to go off. Hold on. One of my friends needs a code. Let's get that real quick. I give my account out for funsies. So So it is. Okay. Sorry about that. We're going to build up 3 blocks at a time just for ease. Come on, ease. It's supposed to be easy. Okay, we're almost there. Da, da, da. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna break down this little pillar here because I made it for no reason. Hopefully you guys haven't done that in the first place. Come on. I guess one way of doing this is obviously this is the kill chamber where they'll fall down and they'll come into here. So what we can always do is replace all of these blocks with some sticky pistons and make it so I can actually push up these another layer. So when they hit the floor, oh, matter of fact, no, they'd want to go down another layer. So yeah, when they come down another layer, then all of them just fall and die. And here, this is the farm chamber, I guess, the XP. From XP mode to just grinding stuff mode. That'll be good. So, from here, we need to build out, I think it's 8 blocks, as far as the water carries you, so we can always find out. We are going to do this with, yeah, just from here. Oh, that'll be fine. So I think we build out 8 blocks from here. Gee, let's make a little ring around this, just so we can walk around it after. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. And then we're going to build up some walls here. Just come right around here. I'm pretty sure water only travels 8 blocks. So just do a little test. It should come right to here. Perfect. Okay, so this is where we're going with this. I'm going to fill up all these water buckets. And that is the first water pool done. If you guys don't know as well, when you're in like 1 block shallow water, you can actually jump out of it. Can be useful for getting around corners in that exact situation. So yeah, 8 blocks out. Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. There you go. And then we're just going to build this wall up 2 blocks tall. Just like that. And again. I feel like the shaders are kind of tripping out. We've got like a lot of black faces. I mean, I know... No, because the moon's there. It should be reflecting on this. Ah, hold on. Let's try and fix this quickly. Lighting, overworld. Light intensity. What is default? Let's try 1. There you go. That should be a little bit better for the recording, if nothing else. Because I'm pretty sure the way that this works is when it's recorded, it's a lot darker than if it is while you're playing. So let's avoid that. Okay. Glass side. That's 4, 8. Oh. Nothing like clicking out of the game. Okay. Nope. Not the crafting table. We need the water. Final one. There you go. Let's just get out of here. Okay. Now from here, we're just going to do a very simple expand out with this. And fill in all of the sides. Turn this into a nice big square that looks very nice and ugly. But we will work on looks another time. I do wonder how it's going to look. Grabbing the angle of this. I think we normally take the picture from like there. So for the thumbnails and things. As if we're eating apples right now. Definitely not something you want to be doing long term. So this bit's pretty self-explanatory. Feel free to skip ahead if you're following along as a tutorial. Now, I'm pretty sure for aesthetic reasons, you might like want to do this out of slabs and things, but I'm pretty sure that if you do, it creates an issue with spawning. Light level seep through or something like that. This could have been patched out, but I'm pretty sure it isn't, so just to err on the side of caution, I would advise against doing it. Right. We need... Yes. We need an entire stack of trapdoors. Because now we're going to go around and, as usual, put the trapdoors down. There you go, just like that. Without the issues when you're doing it yourself, hopefully. My hand-eye coordination isn't so good when it comes to trapdoor. Trapdoor placing. As you can see, that's awful. Okay. Done. Okay, with this, I'm pretty sure they all just get pushed in anyway. I think what you can do, just to err on the side of caution, I'm actually going to do it myself just to show you guys what I'm talking about, is, so that's 12, so we need another one as well. There you go. What we're actually going to do is just take these blocks out here. Just ignore the water flooding down for now. It's not going to be a problem. We're going to replace these with stairs. Because what should happen is basically once the mobs get pushed to the edge, because they're on stairs. Oh, there you go. So yeah, they'll get pushed down, but because they're on stairs, instead of just going to the edge and hanging on, they should actually just get pushed straight off into the water here. Just like that. I think it just kind of aids in making it faster. It's not like anything would go wrong if you did it the other way, but... There you go. Okay. Now, next use for trapdoors. You're going to want to craft yourself a lot more. I think probably a similar amount to what we just did, to be honest. What am I doing? Let's do... Well, we're going to need a lot more anyway, but that would be a good start. So actually, matter of fact, let's first off do these walls. So again, you want to build 3 blocks up on this one we're going to do 2 platforms. A lot of people will say that you can make do with just 1 platform, but I would always advise against just doing 1 because the spawn rates are going to be terrible and you're just going to be AFKing for double the time as usual. Which I would just advise not doing for the sake. Like, you're building a mob spawner, you're doing it for experience most of the time. Not many people just need the drops unless you're playing like a skyblock. Speaking of, this is completely skyblock friendly if you want to build it in this. The tutorial I'm following is by Mapples, so he's done it in the skyblock anyway. Yeah, it does work very easily. Obviously, you have to make sure that you've got both of your waters first, so you can make your infinite water pool. Right, from here, we're going to build these trapdoors. So this is just to get rid of spiders. Basically, it saves them clogging up your spawners when you're going through it. So you want to just follow the pattern that I'm placing here. It is a little bit of a pain, but basically, a nice, easy way of seeing it is from the top down. We're kind of doing like a hashtag design. So I think it's here. There you go. That'll be one there. One here. Nope, that's out of place. Here. And then should be one here and one here. There you go. So you see what I mean? You got like the hashtag here. So that's the pattern that we're going for. The easy way that I remember it is we do 3 blocks on this side, then the trapdoor, 4 blocks on this side, and then the trapdoor, and then it's just from here you go one, miss one, and then there, miss one, and there. You get the point. And then that's basically the same for all of them. So you're just doing 2 rows from here. You got this one, so you can do that one easily, and then you can work down the same way, going this way. So it isn't too difficult. It's a little bit of an eyesore. Maybe it's a bit difficult to remember, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. Like that. That one there. That one there. That one there. Oh, that one. So again, hashtag design. Perfect. You can see nothing's out of place if you do that. Nope. My axe broke. Oh, we're going to need an axe. Wooden axe it will have to be for now. Not the end of the world. Okay, and then one here, 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 and here, and here. There. There. Oh. Did that one wrong. Should be here. There. And here. Yup. And there. Hashtag cool. Definitely need an axe for this. There and there. You guys might actually figure this out easier than I do. Because I find it actually quite... It's not like the most difficult thing in the world, but it's not particularly easy. I think everyone would agree. Hashtag. Perfect. Okay, from here, clearly we can go up to the next level now. And we build the second platform. Now, if you are savvy about it, you can place these trapdoors down so you don't have to do that. Counting and whole pattern thing again. Obviously, while you're building it, you can kind of like place them, but do whatever works for you. I normally just build it and struggle, but if you can see the blocks easily, then go for it. The other thing is you can also, instead of building this out of wood or stone like everybody normally does, if you are a little bit more ahead in the game and you are building this late on into any survival server, you can always build out of the light-proof glass, whatever that is, tinted glass, I believe, because that doesn't actually affect spawning, I believe, because it's, you know, light-proof. I'm pretty sure mobs can spawn on it as well, but don't fact check me on that because I've never tried it. But it is quite cool. Okay. Perfect. Same thing again. Hashtag. Perfect. As you can see, we're also missing the trapdoors now for this stuff on the sides. So we'll have to craft those as well. We're actually running out of wood at an alarming rate. But we'll make do. If you haven't already, I definitely recommend putting this video maybe a little bit sped up. Actually, I don't know. Is that a premium feature or is that something that everybody's got? I think it's premium to get it up to like 2 times the speed, but you could definitely speed it up a little. Maybe I'll speed it up myself. Audio is going to sound a little bit weird, but especially because I speak quite fast anyway. Okay, and that. Right, we need at least that much. Let's do that as well, just for now. And this one. Yeah. Go. And 4, 3, 1. There, and there, and there, 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 there. Well, that's cool. There. Hashtag, yup. Oh, I was wondering where the other trapdoors went. Alright, so how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that's... Oh my god, can I do simple maths? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 11 more. Which means I need 6 of the recipe. So yeah, we are definitely going to run out of wood, but we'll make do. We always do. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, that's everything. Lovely. And now we just need to do the trapdoors again. Oh, looks like we ran out of hunger. Immediately dimed. Come on. Come on. Up. There you go. It must be really fun for you guys just to see me struggle, right? Everybody likes that. Yup, yup, yup. Okay. So yeah, we're almost done here anyway. Maybe when you're building this yourself, you won't get the bubbles. That's just the fishing mod. Well, fishing. It's the Little Joys mod. It's quite good. I do enjoy the Little Joys mod. Like, it's a little bit broken at times, especially with things like Gold Rush, where you get like an infinite amount of mining for ores. But that's only kind of late game anyway, when ores are pretty useless for you. Because like when you've got efficiency 5 and you can break it instantly, you get, I don't know, 30 out of a single ore vein, which is like, admittedly, yeah, maybe a little broken, but it's all configurable. So if you did get the mod yourself, it would be a little bit less busted. Okay, now we're just gonna put a lid on it. I've actually built. Right. This is where we decide the thing. So I'll probably come back and fix this later, but I'm gonna build this out of slabs. If nothing else, just so this isn't a spawn platform here. because obviously mobs can't spawn on slabs. At least when they're on the bottom side. So yeah, actually, yeah, matter of fact, they can spawn on slabs if they're the top side. So that should be fine. And as long as Java's fixed that thing, maybe bedrock. So I think this specific part with just these slabs won't work on bedrock because I'm pretty sure bedrock lets light through slabs. I think that's where I'm getting it from. So yeah, we're gonna need to go back and grab some more. What side is the... Yup. Need to unzoom that out a little bit. My, ooh, okay. Oh, we didn't take any damage. Nice. Oh, we have that thing that stops damage from, like, the first tick that you take. It's quite useful. Okay, I'll have to place that torch back later. What was I saying? Nope, not clear. Yeah, whatever. We know how easily I can get lost. Okay. Finish this roof up. Ah, yeah, I might come back and sort this roof out later if I do decide that it's not the way it needed to be. Really. When you have macros on your mouse, just make sure they're not buttons that you're going to hit by accident. I got myself a Logitech G502 Lightspeed, so it's got so many configurable buttons. And of course, the type of person I am, I've got to make sure I get my full use out of all of those. There you go. And now hopefully, once I seal this up, at least half of this should be spawning already. Should start seeing some drops. Just see if I go... Yeah, that's pretty dark. That's not letting any light in. Nope, can't reach it. That's almost perfect. Let's see if we can get it on this one. Nope. Perfect. There you go. And then we're going to jump down here, do a 360 bucket clutch for no real reason, but... Okay. Oh, I needed to put some... Okay, you know what? Matter of fact, we're just going to ignore that. Hopefully, we see some mobs come down now. Let's actually just move our simulation distance all the way down. So hopefully mobs only spawn here. I'm hoping. Maybe we're too close to the ground because... So the way that mob spawning works is it checks all the blocks underneath you first for spawning. So I think I've actually kind of made a mistake by putting it here. Because I think it starts all the way from the ground, like bedrock layer, all the way up. So this is why people always recommend lighting up their caves. So this might actually be the worst spawner we've ever had. But we'll see. Maybe when it's not daytime, it'll be... When it's not nighttime, rather. It'll be a little bit better spawning rates. Not ideal, but you live and you learn. This is definitely going to be something that works better for... Either you go straight to build height and do it there, or you, you know, build on Skyblock, where you don't have any sort of problem like that. Because say this exact design worked amazing for Skyblock, but that's not what we're playing. So, anything yet? Do you know what we're gonna do? This is not cheating, right? We're gonna go in spectator mode just so we can have a look. Okay, yeah, we do have some things spawning up top. Okay, that's pretty good then. So yeah, it's definitely just the caves issue. But it's not the end of the world. So at minimum, we should see some creepers coming down here soon. There you go. Perfect. One hit. So mob spawner does work. That's a perfect height for it. And as I said, we can always get some pistons to drop these down just to make a permanent kill chamber. But maybe that's something we do another time. That's nice though. Why are they not dropping anything though? Yeah, whatever. I'm sure they will. But there you go. That's that done. Let's focus on farming some better wood now. It's gonna break instantly, isn't it? No. Okay. Don't suppose it'll take this one though. Nah. Should be able to break it with our fists anyway. So, thank you again for everybody who's been watching so far. It's really cool just to be able to have a little project that I can work on and learn how to do things properly on. So it is much appreciated. For any friends that I've been spamming this to, thanks for actually taking the time. Because I've been promoting this like hell to all of my friends. I can get nice and sick of it. But I'm lucky to have some friends that actually do enjoy watching stuff like this. Right. Let's get rid of these now. We're gonna have oak. Wait, let's do this smart. Oak. And then jungle. Cool. Let's make myself that axe back. I almost feel like I need a crafting table right there. I know we got one, well, two to the side, but... Right, final thing we're going to do, I think, is make a farm. We're definitely going to need something, because we are lacking in that department. In the food department, that is. So we have one bucket. That should be enough just to make something quick and easy. We're going to do carrots. Obviously, we could do wheat and stuff, like I grabbed the seeds out for, but I want carrots because I'm going to be making golden carrots, and that will be my main food source later on. Let's also make some leather out of this. Where is the furnace? Is it working, this one? Nope. Let's take that back then. Cobblestone. Checking the crafting table for cobblestone is an interesting idea. Perfect. Furnace. Break that. Actually break this crafting table. We gotta do it for aesthetic reasons. There you go. That perfect. Okay. Let's go get our farm done. We have a little bit of dirt, but it looks like we're gonna need to grab some more of that. Fortune axe is gonna be pretty useless for anything. I'm pretty sure that's all we'll need. Any of this gonna be useful for us? Nope. Okay. Cool. Right. Let's start building. There looks like a good enough one. 360. Yeah, that hurt a little bit more than I was expecting. Where am I going? Right, no, up here. You bastard. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Is it this one? No, that one. Okay. Let us build out just a couple. We definitely don't have all of the things for this just yet. What is it? It's a 4x4 in each direction. So if we go 4 here, 4, and then let's... I want to build one block down, really. It's going to get me all that redstone. Whatever. Break that one. And circle around here. Definitely going to need more dirt. Now we can do that. Start the planting just here. Cool. And then let's build around and encapsulate all of this. Try to use the axe for cutting wood instead of a hoe. Doesn't tend to be the best tool for it. Looks like I have severely miscalculated the amount that I'm gonna need. There wasn't a lot of calculation in it, if we're being honest. Right. Get some of those carrots. Okay. Figured if the raining actually like aided in growth of that, but missed. Knew it. What's in here for that? Nothing? No. Those chests aren't actually quite as good as I were anticipating. And dirt. We're gonna need to set up some pathways between this later on. What else do we need? Other than just dirt. Nope. Crafting table. There you go. Make sure that this is cooled down. Is it this one? No. Is it? Full damage is reduced. That one. Free cooldown. Shield, whatever it is. Okay. That's still a little bit scary to do. Having complete faith in a random totem. Not a totem, whatever you want to call that. Oh, we got thunder at the moment. Lightning. I hear thunder, so there must be lightning. So those lightning rods are going to get a little bit of use. Ooh. Freak me out. Hey. Get dodged. I'm just trying to get some dirt and these people all over me. Right, 60 dirt. That's a lot better. Should be enough now. Level up a little bit more on the damage front. Not that I'm struggling too bad, to be fair. Ah, smoker's here. I keep seeing things that like I almost want to take, but it's like, nah. Actually, those will be useful. One of these mods, you can take enchantments off of armor and things. So when you get a good enchantment, you can take it off in a grindstone just by adding it with a book. Yes. So you add it to a book and you can just take the enchantment off. It does consume a lot of XP, so it is somewhat balanced. As I'm sure you guys will see later on, but let's try and eat something. There's that lightning. This way. There it is. Yeah, I will take those boots and we will... Well, I'll try and show that off later. As long as I remember, which I almost definitely won't. feel like this farm could be one that can get expanded the more we have a need for it. But honestly, with carrots, they're like such an easy food source to just grind out. Especially with the mod that allows you to just right-click on grown crops and replants them instantly. That little noise is actually something to do with a farm rush. So after you get one of the... actually, let me show you what it's supposed to do. It's the magnet that messes it up. So you have that. Oh, wait. There you go. And you can collect these. I guess it's like one of those Mario mini games. It happens quite often. But it's cool. I think it gives you XP if you get all of them as well. Actually, with that in mind, let's do something special. No way I need that many fences, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Look like a boxing ring. Corner pieces. Let's just do crafting tables, honestly. I know this isn't gonna be the best move, but you know, you have a need to craft sometimes. And the fences need something to sit on, otherwise it's gonna look weird, so. Maybe I actually did a more appropriate fence amount than I thought. Let's just do 2 more there. And then if we'll go 1 more out. There you go. Alright, let's see if that actually catches him like I need it to. Want it to. Not fully. Like we need to go another 1 up. That could be arranged. To borrow that water real quick. Yep. I deserve that. Mining with a hoe again. Oh my god. Okay. Brother. Alright. Cool. Okay, this is not as easy as just placing blocks. You actually gotta like place these down manually. Did I just throw something off as well? No. Okay. I think maybe I lost a fence or something. Right. Let's try this time. Bruh. Come on, one of you gotta do it. Wow. Alright, looks like we're gonna need to actually put a top on this, but hey. The extra carrots are definitely appreciated. Okay. That's a lot better for now. Definitely. Tell you what, I think we made a shed ton of slabs, so maybe we can use those. Okay, you know what? I think we're probably going to call this video here. It should be a similar length to some of the other ones anyway, so I don't think we're going out of the normal. Out of the norm. There you go. We're just going to make some carrots so we can actually remember to do that next time we open this world. There you go. Okay, perfect. I think that'll do. Let's get rid of this rain for the outro. Perfect. Get that rainbow. Gorgeous. Just gonna do that anyway. Pretend there's no damage. This is a clean, seamless process. And up here. Oh, that was my outro thing before. Now we're gonna do it here. Wait, do we have enough to... No, I don't have anything. Just gonna put him up here. Just gonna put him back. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Much appreciated, as you can see. Mob Farm could use a little bit of work, but that'll get a little bit of TLC maybe next video. Let me make that look a little bit prettier and make sure that it works. Maybe off camera I'm gonna light up the caves just because nobody wants to see that. Maybe we'll do it on the video. Hey, who cares? But there you go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.